Namaste. I hope all of you are doing very well. Life is going on smoothly. Some of us may say yes, but many of us may think a little before saying yes, life is going on smoothly. It doesn't come so easily because everyone feels that yes, I have problems, life is okay, but there are so many hurdles. And before I go further, I must thank all of you for subscribing to our channel and for liking so many of my videos. I speak more about the mind and how the mind functions, how we can make the mind function for us in the way we want, all that. And I request you all to continue to support us. Now, going on with this subject, many of us, many people I have come across, they feel that life is not so good, it could be much, much better. Every time I think of doing something, I have to make more and more efforts. There are so many hurdles coming up in life. For every small thing, I have to make so many attempts, so much effort. I'm sure many of you will agree with me that you have felt like this sometime or the other. Why do we have so many hurdles in life? When you have some goal in the mind and you make the effort required for that goal, you should be able to manifest. But if that is not happening, and again you want to meet somebody, let's say for an example, you have to meet somebody, talk to them, and maybe something good will happen. But meeting them itself does not take place. Either that person is busy or you are not able to go at the time given, or when everything is fixed also, when you finally go there, things don't work out like that. Sometimes it is even in getting a job, going through the interview, sometimes it is writing an exam, passing. Sometimes people say, I studied so well, I know that I could have done much better, but I don't know what stopped me from doing my best. And many other things. You can talk about income. If you're doing a business, many people say, I know my business very well and I've been doing it for 15 years, 20 years, but of late there has been a problem. The income is not as much as it should have been. This is one kind of problem. Some people will say, I'm working in a concern and I've been doing well for 5 years. I've been rising, and in my salary has been rising, my rank, position, everything has come up well. But of late, the last 1 year or 6 months or something, they will say, so many things are going wrong. Even my boss is not happy with me. I've got a very bad boss. He's always angry and I'm not able to please him. So why is it like this? So this way, if you look at it, the negativities in life, and when you see so many hurdles in life, it can only be negative energies which are working in your life. And when I say negative energies, many people get scared. They say, what can be doing this to me in my life? Why are things not working out the way I want them to be? Negative energies need not be something sinister or something eerie. It's not like that. Negative energy can simply come from the mind of another person in your life. It can be your own family member, it can be a friend, it can be a colleague, it can be somebody who is harboring some anger against you, some sort of negative emotions against you. That can create a lot of negative energy for you, and you will start experiencing all these hurdles. It can happen like that also. And there are so many sources for negative energy. One is, of course, the first source for negative energy is our own mind. When you have negative thoughts, you generate negative energy, and that can work in your life. This is what many people do not understand. You don't even have to look for other reasons, other people, other causes. Even that is secondary. The first cause of negative energy is always our own mind. If our mind can generate positive thoughts, then we generate a lot of positive energy, and that will be the energy which will work for us. So the first source is our mind. The second source, as I said earlier, is the people around us. We are all living only with people. There are people everywhere. Whether it is your workplace or your house, or today even if it is work from home, you are interacting with so many people, and so many minds may not agree with whatever you have in mind, whatever you think, whatever you decide, and they may not be happy also with your decisions, with your views also. So then the minds also generate a lot of negative energy that can affect you in your life. And of course, sometimes what happens is we even call them psychic attacks. Why do we call them psychic attacks? Because the mind is also called the psyche. The energy generated by the mind is what we call the psychic energy. And when this energy is negative, and when this negative energy becomes consistent, if somebody is angry with you, maybe they forget that anger in a day, then there is no big problem. But if the anger is something which is building up over a period of weeks or months or years, then it becomes what we call a psychic attack, because it's consistent. The energy is flowing to you, a negative energy, and it affects you. And believe me, if I say this, you may be surprised. This kind of negative energy, it need not come from far, from anybody outside or any stranger. It never comes from strangers. It always comes from our near and dear ones, people with whom you are always associated, maybe in your family, maybe in your workplace or wherever, people who know you very well, who have been with you for many years and have seen you growing. That's where it begins. That's where it is even more intense. Between husband and wife, I can say there is so much negative energy that I see. It's really unbelievable. They hurt each other with their own thoughts. This is what is happening in every household, many households. And this kind of negative energy, when it affects you, the first thing it does is it works on your mind and makes your thoughts negative. So what will happen when your thoughts are negative? Your words become negative, your behavior also becomes negative. Automatically you will find that you create your own hurdles also. So the first thing that you must think of when things are going wrong is how to change the energy in which we live. So that energy, to change that energy, you need to first remove the negative energies. And this can be done in many ways. You can do it by chanting mantras, and there are many different ways in which you can do it. Removing negative energies, if you think about it, our good old grandmother's days, if you may, all of us will definitely recall, there was this ritual of removing the negative energies. It was done periodically, maybe twice a week or sometimes even every day or at least once a week. The family members would be made to sit, and someone who is very elderly would remove the negative energies. How do they do it? They use lemon, they use salt, they use so many things. And in Tamil it is called drishti, in Hindi it's called nazar. So this ritual was done regularly in many different ways to remove negativities, because they understood very scientifically that this is what is essential to live a happy life, removing the negative energies. So we have a class called Psychic Energy, where I teach even more elaborately. I speak about these negative energies which affect us. Of course, there are much more stronger energies also, and then there is something which people also call black magic and other rituals through which people can be harmed, but that happens only very rarely to people. The most important thing we need to deal with is the involuntary negative energy which is created in our life by us, by others, etc. This can be done in so many ways, as I said. So in this psychic energy class, I teach various ways in which you can understand the moment there is a psychic attack on you. The most important thing is to become aware of it. If you are aware of something negative, then you will do something about it. But if you are not aware of it at all, you will not even do anything about it. And that is what I find with many people. This class will make you more aware of how negative energies affect us in life and how we can get rid of them. Of course, we have a beautiful meditation in that class, a very powerful meditation which removes all the negative energies from the chakras. And many people have told me after attending this class that even though they had attended so many of our other classes, each and every class is powerful and good, but they would say, I was never able to meditate regularly. Only when I did psychic energy class, after that my meditation became regular. You know why? The first indication of negative energy for a person who meditates is that he is unable to meditate. And this, you can't say this in one day. One day if you are not able to meditate, there could be some reasons, real proper reasons, logical reasons. But if it goes on for a period of 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 10 days, every day you get up, you want to meditate, but you're not able to meditate. This is the first symptom that negative energy has affected you. It's not allowing you to go towards positive energy. Meditation gets stopped or affected. Doing puja, bringing divinity into your life, all that will get stopped when negative energy affects you. So there are many symptoms like this which I talk about. What are all the symptoms with which you can understand that negative energy is affecting you. Once you understand all that and you become aware, then the various tools that I explain in that class, you can use all of them and remove negative energies for yourself, for your family members, for your house also, even for your business center. If you have a shop or any business center, you can remove negativities from there. You can do it yourself. So you don't have to look for somebody else. Your mind is powerful enough. You learn how to do it. Feel empowered and get rid of negative energies. You can protect yourself from negative energies. You can protect your near and dear ones also from negative energies. That's the most important thing. And I also teach in this class how you can measure the energy with a pendulum. So those who wish to use a pendulum and measure energy, you can understand how to do that also. And last but not least is when we talk about negative energies. Sometimes people say the only negative energy is in my life is so and so. The moment I think of that person, I become tense and I become so worried. I cannot be myself. I become restless because that person is affecting them to that extent. It can be anybody. It can be somebody in your family. Again, it can be somebody working with you. It can be a neighbor. It can be somebody you meet on the bus every day also. The moment you see that person, for some reason, they either speak in such a way or they behave in such a way, look at you in such a way that you get disturbed. That I would say is a psychic attack because it makes you very weak. You are not able to function as you would normally. So if somebody like that is affecting your life or disturbing you in your life, you can do a simple meditation. There is a metaphysical meditation called hill meditation, which will make sure that either that person's negativity goes away and your relationship becomes better, or that person moves on to some other place. If it is a colleague, then maybe they get transferred or promoted. They will be fine, but they will stop disturbing you. So there are so many ways in which you can get rid of whatever negative energy is affecting you and experience better health. That's the most important thing. Health also suffers when you are affected by negative energy. So you can experience better health, better flow of money, better relationships, and above all, you can be a very calm person. You can be a happy person, and all this can happen only when the energy in which you live is positive. And that is what I teach in our psychic energy class. So try to attend our class. It's an online class only, and you will learn many things which will make your life absolutely much better than whatever you are experiencing now. So see you there and live in positive energy always.